Our God works in mysterious ways. His ways are higher than our ways. And also when it comes to solving problems, the way God solves problems are very different to the way you and I solve problems. If you have family problems right now, you're worried about your children, you're going through difficulties in your marriage, perhaps you are struggling with your health, or at work, you are in financial distress because your company, your boss, they have lost their job and it's affecting your work. Maybe your business is struggling and you don't know how to turn the situation around. Maybe you are praying, Lord, change my situation. And instead of things changing, you feel like the difficulties and the adversities are just multiplying in your life. I want to take you to the story of Abraham and Lot. They also took Lot, Abraham's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods and departed. So he, Abraham, brought back all the goods and also brought back his brother Lot and his goods, as well as the women and the people. For you to better understand, Lot was kidnapped. And when he was kidnapped, he hit rock bottom. You can imagine. He lost his savings. He lost his belongings. Everything he worked for was gone. Just like that. So a man that was very proud and very arrogant, a man full of himself, with a big ego, the moment he was kidnapped, he must have felt very small. And God allowed that to happen. God created that situation because of the love and the mercy God had and the willingness to give Lot one more chance and to save his soul. Lot was the man that separated from Abraham and decided to do business and move his house to Sodom and Gomorrah. He hanged out with the wrong crowd, the wrong company. He lived in the wrong neighborhood. In short, he became an easy target. And when he was kidnapped, that was the moment when he lost all his dignity. You can imagine when you are kidnapped, you no longer have power over yourself. You are now under control by the kidnappers. They control everything you do. When you eat, when you sleep, when you go to the bathroom, they dominate your life. So sometimes it can be very humiliating. But God used that to break his pride. And sometimes God, he creates a situation to change us, not to punish us. But God knows the future and he can see that the person may be going down the road of self-destruction. So if you are going through adversity, if you're going through a difficulty in your life, perhaps God is trying to speak to you. God is trying to protect you. Maybe you are praying for your family, interceding on behalf of your family, and you don't understand why the problems are multiplying. Perhaps God is creating a situation to wake up your family, to bring them back to him, and to make that family member turn their eyes to the Lord. So don't panic, don't be afraid, and don't be scared, because God is working and he's in control, and God is perfect, and God doesn't work anything imperfect. Everything he does has a plan. Now you need to trust in God. Be like Abraham. Abraham, he had no contact with Lot because Lot didn't want to talk to him. Lot was not interested to communicate with Abraham. And maybe that's happening with you. You're praying for your family, but your family member or your kids or your siblings, they're not very interested to be in touch with you. But you are sincerely fasting and interceding and praying for their soul. And you're just waiting for them to respond to you. And God is creating a situation, a difficulty, that your family member is going to pick up the phone and is going to call you, asking you for advice, recognizing that they don't have all the answers, and they're going to seek your opinion. They're going to ask you for prayer. They may ask you to bring them to God's house. And that's the working of God. And that's how God operates, because God, He doesn't just want to take away problems from your family. He wants to save your family. And for Him to save your family, their eyes need to be focused on Him and not on the world. All right? So from now on, start to look at your situation in a different way and start to trust and believe that God's working is a good working. All right? That's the voice of faith for today. And if you need prayer for your family, or if you're going through difficulties with family members and you need guidance and direction, you can scan the QR code right now, speak to one of our counselors that will listen to you non-judgmental and give you confidential advice. Our address is in Kowloon. We're open 7 days a week, and you can connect with us starting from today. If you need more of this content, if you need more spiritual inspiration and guidance, then get in touch with us or send this message to somebody that needs this advice. Okay? Don't be anxious and do not panic. God is in control. God bless you abundantly, and join us again tomorrow. Bye-bye.